All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Phil. I'm the host of the NoGutsNoGalaxy podcast, bringing you a sneak peek preview of the upcoming Rifleman IIC coming out tomorrow in tomorrow's May 21st patch. Like I say, welcome to everyone out there. Hopefully you're having a great day, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. How are you guys doing? We are here. We are here to check out the Rifleman IIC coming to you tomorrow. Now, keep in mind there's a few differences between this and Inner Sphere. It's a 65-tonner. It's a 65-ton battle mech, of course, just like all the other 2Cs, but it's clan tech. So it's got a few things that the original can't do. Let's check out, obviously, aesthetic. This actually reminds me a lot of the original artwork. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you guys out there if you're not familiar. But the Rifleman IIC also made an appearance back in the day with MechWarrior 2. But in particular, if we look at the Rifleman IIC, it's not far off from the original artwork. And for those that are wondering, I'll go ahead and drop this in chat for those that care to take a look right there. So yes, side profile, some very long arms. Obviously dedicated, the original dedicated anti-aircraft sort of role. We don't have aircraft. The radar dish as well very much plays as far as artistic off the original sort of artwork as well. So you can check all of those images out, of course, at like Sarna as well. But big distinguishing factor is the sort of radar system dish right there. Also with that, all of the variants have a sensor range boost. I don't know if you guys saw this on the quirks, but 10% sensor range. Obviously, if don't do anything else, you get plus 10, but if you do anything else, you can increase that as well. So that, not sure as far as the hitboxes. Those are things that you guys figure out as the mech will come out. But we do have quirks. But we're going to go and check out, of course, the Rifleman IIC base variant first. But before we get started, I'm going to open up a giveaway for a standard pack. And we'll go from there. So anyways, just want to say good luck. First, it's going to be exclamation Riffle because of reasons. So good luck to everyone out there. Like to enter, all you got to do is type in Riffle. And we'll get you input into this giveaway for a standard. We'll also do a collector's and an ultimate pack as well. If you just stick around, enjoy the stream. Like I said again, welcome to everyone out there. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And go ahead and things off. Now, you know, it's hard to like talk about aesthetics because there's some obviously differences here compared to the original Rifleman. Me personally, I actually dig, I think, the original Rifleman's aesthetics. Obviously, you know, that sort of, I don't know, the left-right torso. I mean, this has hints of it. And of course, going back to the Sarna old artwork too, the toes very reminiscent, arms. I mean, it looks very much like the original artwork with Alex's touch. Pretty slim profile from the rear, if we're honest. I mean, just shooting at it from the side, obviously the arms are quite large. From the front, I would suspect it's just like the rear. It's not a very big mech, not wide, so that thing's nice. I'm not sure if this is going to be the head and or, you know, left torso, right torso. I guess we're just going to have to find out tomorrow when this thing launches. But overall, I mean, legs, pretty standard fare. It doesn't look nothing pops out to me as far as like, doesn't have weird proportions or anything like that. So I think that'll be pretty solid as far as that. Obviously mounts here aren't quite cockpit level. They are slightly below. So just sort of keep that in mind. As you can see, if you had a third up here, it would be eye level. But with this Rifleman IIC, again, 65 tons compared to its Inner Sphere counterpart, right? And I think where that's important is to keep in mind of what this is capable of. This has 7 energy with a range plus 10, plan large pulse laser HSL. Now, What does that mean? What does HSL mean? It means you're able to fire all 4 of these large pulse lasers with no ghost heat. Now, before we really get going, I feel like what we need to do is we need to show you some tests here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do operations. This mech has quite a bit of heat sinks, which would benefit. So we're gonna go ahead and plop these in here really quick. And we're gonna go to firepower and grab all the heat gen nodes as well. Yeah, this here. And what we're gonna do is test out the viability of having those. Oh, nope. Let's go ahead and add some. Purchasing. Oh, okay. Well, we're not doing that. Can I do it on? No, I don't think. All right. Well, never mind. We're going to test that out. Anyways, we'll go ahead and just drop really quick to sort of showcase this. So again, HSL +4. The only issue I can see with this and this setup is that the only other, you have 3 other locations for energy weapons, 1 in each arm and then 1 in the head. So obviously if you're gonna do, I mean, you could technically just keep 3 of the large pulse, but you wouldn't be utilizing the entire, oh, of course we dropped air thermal. So this is with an alpha. Obviously you can see we hit 60. Let me switch back here to, meant to pick Canyon Network. A little bit better baseline map to use. Testing crowns. That's, there we go. So with the HSL +2, allowing you to fire 4 large pulse. The other thing to keep in mind too is the low engine cap on the 2C. Some of the other ones have larger engine caps, but in this one in particular, you have a very low engine cap. So you can only do so much. So on full run here, which again will generate a little bit of heat, right?
Target acquired.
We alpha here.
Heat level critical.
We're gonna go ahead and shut down. All right, one second. All this stuff. There we go. Good. Yeah, and this is no skills. So obviously this would improve if you did have skills on it.
Target destroyed.
So nothing crazy there, but again, just looking at the mech in the mech lab, the one thing you quickly realize is like if you do 4 large pulse, yeah, it's around 60. The only problem is you can't really do a whole lot. Now this has a standard 195, but you can't upgrade it right off the bat because, well, you have no crit space. I mean, 78 out of 78 is pretty much max. Let's just say you wanted to utilize the other parts of the mech. Well, first thing you're gonna have to do is technically put on an XL. Technically, you can even put on a bigger XL, a 235, but you quickly realize you're just out of tonnage. Now the benefits of going to 235 compared to the 195 is internal heat sinks. I mean, even if you went with a 200 or a, let's just say, what's the, yeah, I mean, 195 has 7. Let's just say you went with the 200. You're still out of crits. So that's something you're gonna have to fix. So you take off the Pharaoh, and that leaves you open. So obviously you could drop a few more double heat sinks as well. So that's probably what I would see people doing, because realistically, there's not much more you can do. You could probably drop a few points here. And even then, again, you're adding 3 more double heat sinks. But yeah, and so that's why I figured what people might do is they might drop the large pulse and go with, you know, 4 medium lasers, maybe, as backup. I mean, I feel like this mech in particular is going to be all about this mech in particular is going to be all about the large pulse lasers, especially with the HSL plus, right? Yeah, of course, you could do a ER medium laser just for backup if your arms get taken out, something like that. And it still keeps the one jump jet. You're going a little bit faster. You've got a few more heat sinks. And of course, the next mount on the arm is higher. So if we go ahead and take a quick look at that really show you guys. So here you guys can see the 3rd. Right. So the sacrifices are, if you're wanting to go 230, you know, with that 235, the weird thing that happens is you have tonnage. So that would be pretty much what you could do right there with an XL 235, if you kept that. So that's the difference here. And of course, with, you know, 9 heat sinks instead of the original 7 in the 195. And so that would be what's possible. And again, looking at it from like a min-max standpoint, I could see people dropping and just doing 7 ER mediums, 7 medium pulse. But then you're competing against other 65 tonners that I feel like would be better suited because of the larger engine cap. And that's one thing to keep in mind, which would be with the larger engine cap and faster speed, really what this placates towards is filling that role of the large pulse laser boat. If you don't do that, then you're competing against the Hellbringer, you're competing against the Cauldronborn, you're competing against the Linebacker and stuff like that, that we all know does really, really well. So there's that. But take a look at this. Don't forget, guys, we do have a giveaway going on. Riffle in chat for your chance to win a standard pack. And of course, 5 large pulse lasers for the memes. Yeah, that'd work out really well for you. Yeah, so on base, just hold this down.
Heat level critical.
So you could do 2 alphas without shutting down. Now, that heat is also only going to improve with skills. I would definitely do full operations. Even with the heat containment stuff, this would benefit greatly because it has so many double heat sinks. And then, of course, the heat nodes.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
As well. So there's that. Also, if you can see here, this is stock field of view. I don't necessarily play stock. I'm usually, I think, around 90 to 85. You guys can check out, again, the cockpit. You can see where the arms are, too. Again, a little bit below the cockpit level. So just sort of keep, that's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, so I don't think it's crazy to venture out from the large pulse build, but again, the only issue you can see here is like it is competing with other 65 tonners, in that regard. And because of the low engine cap, it's not like you're going fast. And I think with like a medium pulse laser build, you are better off with some of the faster counterparts. So there's that. But that being said, you can do 7 medium pulse on here. Or dual large pulse with medium pulse backup as well. You could, or ER mediums, you could do that as well. You'd have 5. So I feel like that may be actually the better route to take, if you will. If you were to do something like this, would be probably ER mediums. I'd probably put these on very, very top. And that way the large pulse would be on top. Yes, you're not utilizing the HSL +2, but I think this would put you in a little bit better position. You'd actually potentially have more tonnage than use. See here. I should think that's somebody. Heard you like jump jet. Heard you like heat sinks. Wow, yeah. So again, then you run into the issue. You actually have more tonnage than what's good for you. Yeah, you'd probably have to. And then throw in 1 extra double. That. So dual large pulse, 5 medium pulse as well. Yeah, you have to have standard structure because you don't have enough. This has so much free tonnage and crits that you can't utilize both. You have to pick and choose. Now you could do a standard engine. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Obviously you'd have to drop down. You could have no 195 that the original has, but I don't think you'd benefit or not. 5 large pulse or go home. Yeah, so there's definitely options for you. I think we're gonna see a variety of stuff. I think the quad large pulse wouldn't actually be too bad when you get the skills as well, because again, you drop the small ER, you drop a few things here. You can fit, 3 extra doubles, maybe a few more, and go ham. But again, with the low engine cap of only 235 on this variant, I think going larger as far as weapons would be better. And of course, you do have that large pulse laser HSL. Now, there's no heat quirks here, so it's not like they're running cooler. So that, I think that sort of counterbalances that. So that's why doing like 7 ER mediums, actually I think that'd be you just have too much tonnage. I think you're gonna have to utilize large pulse or large weapon systems for this. But so that's the 2C. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Good luck. Again, we'll give you guys just 1 more minute. Riffle in chat for your chance to win a standard pack. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the 2. This is the Rifleman IIC. A little bit different here. One of the main differences is the engine cap. We're going from a 235 to a 315. Also with this is 6 ballistic in the arms. As far as quirks, this has a sensor range, like all of them do, of plus 100, and then range of plus 10%. This one's pretty self-explanatory. The difference being standard 260, you're gonna get rid of. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this giveaway really quick. Good luck to everyone out there. May the odds be in your favor. Picking a winner right now. And is it Chiron Halcyon? Hey, congratulations. Let me give you a whisper. All right, Halcyon, I've sent you a whisper on Twitch. If you could just reply with that information, and I'll make sure this gets injected into your account. Well, Awesome. Yeah, pass this on. Giveaway of a Rifleman 2C standard pack. Username. Had to protect your identity there. Bam. All right, cool. Congratulations. Thank you for being here, and hopefully you're enjoying. Awesome. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and reset this. We're going to do a new. Going to be for a collector's pack. Right, we're gonna go to open this up, and this is gonna be for a Rifleman 2C collectors, and it's gonna be Rifleman. Good luck to everyone out there. Bam. All right, so let's go check out. Of course, you can see the ballistics here. Wow, these arms. Oh my gosh. Look at that. What do they look like if you take these off? Still quite long, to be fair. All right, so 6 ballistic. First thing that pops in my mind is you're gonna want to put an XL on here. What size XL? A good question. I think 270, 285, something like that. We'll have to look at just. Let's just see here. How much? I mean, obviously the thing that pops up is 6 UAC 2s. DACA for life. We can also do Pharaoh. I mean, let's go and test this out. I want to see this. Did you split that group?
Target
Too hot?
acquired.
You don't know anything. This isn't about heat. This is about testing and DACA. Take your
Heat level critical.
logic and
Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
you don't need heat sinks if you kill your enemies quick.
Target acquired.
The arms aren't really low. It's just, I think the reason why it looks like that is because they stick so far out in front. And it's that bottom. We're just gonna DACA.
Heat level critical. Override engaged.
Yeah, the arms, especially those lower two. Yeah. And the cockpit's higher. Yeah. I mean, it's still something to be aware of, especially like if you were, you know, cresting a ridge. Like this is a good example. One second. This is a good example right here. Right? Let's just say you're aiming right here. Let's see. You're aiming right here. So yeah, I mean, it's actually not bad. That's one concern I have is when you're aiming over terrain.
Heat level critical.
Obviously, if you aim, no, it basically, if you can see it, you can hit it.
Heat level
So
critical.
that was one of my concerns. Yeah, and of course I switched up field of view here, but even if you are going back to the original, does anybody play at the default? Yeah, I mean, granted, not too crazy.
Heat level critical. Ultra autocannon ammo at
All right.
25%.
So I don't think that's a realistic build. Maybe LB2s if someone wanted, because obviously that would run hot. You could drop engine size again. You could drop it to like a 250, at least where you're keeping the heat sinks. Add a few heat sinks. You are limited when it's all ballistics. I mean, if you do dual Gauss, you can do dual Gauss, but then the question is, I think there's just better mechs for dual Gauss as far as 65 tonners. I mean, it's not like you're getting a cooldown. I mean, obviously the Eben isn't either. Yeah, I mean, of course, and then the Night Gear just does the dual Gauss even better. So it's just, yeah, it's one of those where, yeah, I think you would have to utilize, or you do quad LB10s. Quad LB. Nah. Yeah. It's close though. I was gonna say if you do 210s, you do something like actually, could we do something like this? Ooh. For 10. Yeah. Do 2. You do. Well, I mean, granted, again, I don't know if it's really plausible just because of ammo, but 4 5s, 3 5s, and a 10. That's nothing crazy. Yeah, you could drop it down to a 200. I mean, you're obviously, if you do that, you're gonna have to add 2 heat sinks. I put them in the legs. I mean, that's not insane. I don't, I mean, for a 65 tonner, that's quite a bit of firepower. I mean, I think that would be probably too hot. You wouldn't have a ton of ammo. I mean, but they're definitely, yeah, I mean, it's definitely punching. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend, well, you could do, first thing that popped in my head was do UAC 20s and then 2, or a dual, like, well, you'd have to do UAC 20. Yeah, you'd have to do the UAC 20s. Do 2 UAC 20s and then machine guns, heavy machine guns or something like that. Could do something like that, technically. Plenty of tonnage for it. So definitely have options for you. I mean, when you compare it again to other 65 tonners, this is a better ballistic platform than the Eben. It's better ballistic platform than the Hellbringer to some extent. Hellfire. Yeah, well, the Hellfire A does that really well with SRMs, but you got multiples options here. So, yeah, I mean, it's Clan Jaeger. I mean, in that regard, yeah. Yeah, what are you guys leaning towards? Again, six ballistics. One of the first things pops in my head is either go, 6 light autocannons. And that leave you plenty of tonnage for ammo and jump jets here. Don't think you'd really have to worry much about heat. Let's just put that there anyway. I mean that. Probably don't even need that either, if we're honest. Yeah, so obviously those are your options. You don't have a ton outside of just ballistics though, because you literally have no options outside of ballistics. So there's that. Don't forget giveaway, guys. Well, if you want the fastest engine, yeah, it wouldn't be worth it. Spectre, no. Again, you could do like you could do 2 heavy, like UAC 10s or 20s or Gauss rifle or something like that with machine guns, but yeah, it's not a thing at all. All right, so let's go and move on to the Rifleman IIC 3. This one's a little bit different. 4 ballistic, 2 energy, and you get a range. You notice all of them get range and sensor range, and then the heavy laser heat gen -10, and laser duration of -10, which means increased DPS, which again is sort of offset by that heat gen. So here's the build. UAC 2s with heavy large lasers. Now in particular, it says heavy laser heat gen. It's not heavy large laser heat gen, and I feel like that's something sort of important here. You could easily do maybe 4 UAC 5s and then throw on like 2 heavy mediums. This is a smaller engine. Keep that in mind. You are going to add heat sinks. 2 of them just to break even. You could also do UAC 2 or UAC 10 or something to that regard as well. Switch these up. Something like, I don't know, I'd probably do 5. Yeah, I mean, each his own. You could do something like this. Again, it only leaves you with a few tons of ammo. In particular, see about this arrow. Okay, I mean that's a little bit better. That would leave you 8 tons potentially with ammo. And I'd probably, in that case, I would probably just do UACs together. I'd probably just do that. Keep it simple. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, you could do the heavy large lasers, but I think it would spike your heat too much. I mean, if I'm honest. Obviously, the combination of ballistic energy here, but you're still leaning on ballistic. And I don't think you'd want to have to deal with that heavy large laser heat. I think it would just be, I think it'd be too much. I mean, and you can fire the 4, UAC 5s, right? The heavy lasers would just be like a backup thing, just in case, right? And as you can see, cooldown there, I literally can fire this continuously with no worry about. Now, granted, we've got no skills on this, no cooldown, nothing
Target
like that.
acquired. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
Yeah. So, I mean, you throw on, I don't think you need operations for this. I don't know if you need the heat nodes. I mean, I think you'd pick them up just because you're going to grab the cooldown, which increases, DPS, which fire rate, which would increase the heat. So, yeah, heat nodes, but not operations. That would leave you the ability to take all the left side armor. We don't have any jump jets on this, too, so that keep that in mind. Yeah, you could do 10s, or you could do LB 5s.
Target acquired.
And of course,
Target destroyed.
yeah. So I could see that being done right there. Quad UAC 5s. We can compare the agility, especially numbers-wise. I think a good comparison here would be against the other 65-tonners. Let me see if these are all the same before I speak up. It looks like they are. Yeah, okay. So they're all the same as far as agility. Base is 22.33 acceleration. Base on the Eben is the same thing. I think the linebacker beats all of them out. Yeah, 45. I mean, it's double. So it's the same agility as the Eben, which I think is good. I think, yes, it's a battle mech and it's a 2C, but because of the limited hard points on a lot of these, I think that's good. So that's fair. Yes, you do have a ghost heat, but I feel like again, you could even probably get around. I mean, like I said, you could work around that. That heat wasn't really that bad. Wyrot. But yeah, she could do 4 LB5s. You could do a combination. You could do a few different things. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next. And don't forget, guys, we do have a giveaway. We'll go over the 2C4, and then we'll be doing that giveaway. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you're having a great day. This is the 4. This has 2 energy, 4 missile, quirks, pulse laser, heat gen, -10. And with only 2 energy, not like you can really abuse that. Range 10, ATM range 5%, which is actually nice because of the optimal. And then sensor range. Now, this comes stock with dual large pulse, ATM 9s. My initial thoughts are you're a 65 tonner competing. This would compete directly with like a Mad Dog. Yes, it's a 60 tonner to a 65, but the 60 tonner having that much quirks for its missile cooldown and speed, top speed here, I feel like it would just be a better fit. Now, if we look here, you can see where the ATMs are. I want to take add here. Let's take a look here, because I feel like if anything, you were doing 4 9s maybe. I mean, and the smart thing would be to have a tag. Even if you had the largest 235, you're still gonna have to add heat sinks. Add 2 here. So there's that. I think might as well do dual tag, Phil. Actually, this is actually as silly as it is, it might not be a bad thing. In that case, then you might as well just do 12s and 9s. Fire them. I mean, really, realistically here. I mean, you already have the biggest. Put a jump jet. There you go. Just throw on ammo. I mean, who needs heat sinks, right? Am I right? I mean, that would be probably plenty of we can throw on one other double. Let's just do that. So 12s and 9s. You could use BAP. BAP doesn't help your lock-on times. It increases your range and targeting gain. So yeah, counters ECM, sure. But if you have ECM that's on top of you, you're hosed anyway. You know, like if something has ECM and it gets within that, you're totally hosed. So, I mean, you could do 9s. You could do this 12 and 9. I mean, or you do SRMs, which I just don't think this would be good at that. I mean, because it's slow. So the thing with a slow mech is being able to close the distance. And I just don't think that would. So I think ATM 9s, you could technically do LRMs, but I think ATMs would be better suited. Just tossing that out there. Leave it, hate it. But that leaves you with 7 tons of ammo. Let's see what the heat is on this. Let's go drop really quick. I mean, you could technically do a 4S or M6 with Artemis, plus like, you know, something. And don't hate on the dual tags, guys. It's really all you can do.
Target acquired.
All right, so actually this is a little PSA announcement. A lot of people may not know this. For newer players, if I have any newer players in chat, ATMs are actually really effective, but they're really effective at their optimal range.
25%.
What does that mean? Okay, so base optimal range for ATMs is 120 meters to around I think it's 270, 280. Well, what does optimal mean? It means each missile does 3 damage. So if you do the math here, right, 2 ATM 12s is 24 damage. Now times 3, 18 times 3, 18 times 3 plus the ATMs. So the reason why that's important is that you don't want to be firing ATMs at 500, 600, 700 meters. Now, if that's all you have, sure. But what you prefer to do is utilize range. So 120 meters to 270, or you can extend that optimal even out to 300 plus meters. Now with skills, I think it's around 300. This mech has ATM range plus range, so you're gonna get a better optimal out of this. So if we just do,
Heat level critical.
obviously that was quite hot. We don't have any, but you can be very close range with these and do a lot of damage. Yeah, cool shot. Yes, I have no heat nodes. There's nothing keeping this. You can also dumbfire. You don't have to have a lock.
Target acquired.
Yes, fire under 500, but preferably fire in your optimal too. So that's why I was thinking 9s I think would be better. Yeah, you could drop 1 tag, but the problem is if your arms get blown off, that's why. I was just making it, we're just having some fun. So yeah, I could see ATMs being used on this. I just don't see SRMs being used. You could do it, sure. You could do 6, it's slow, and I feel like a mech like this, it's not ideal, right? But I mean, you can do it. I mean, options would be, check it out here. Let's just do it. You could do streaks too, but it's not a whole lot going on for you. You used to have so much tonnage here. I would almost say large pulse. I think large pulse would probably be the best bet. I feel like you have too much tonnage if you don't. Let's just do 5 tons of ammo, and then that would leave you plenty of doubles. Or you could do heavies, I guess, but the large pulse gets a bonus here. Pulse laser heat gen, -10. And again, with skills. Yeah, I think 4 9s would probably be better on that, Lucius. Yeah. So this is the Rifleman IIC-4, guys. I think we'll see ATM builds out of it. I think if you're going LRMs or ATMs, you're still competing with this monster right here with the Prime and the H, which just has some massive cooldown, and that's the only thing that I think puts a little bit of dent. Now here's the difference. Mad Dog doesn't have jump jets. This does. We see how much pop-tarting ATMs can be quite effective. So there's that. The Vapor Eagle is scarier. Yeah, and that's something that this is having to compete against as well as a 65 tonner. So there's something to be said about doing a, you could do a Vapor Eagle-esque type build on here, right? And 235 jump jet, or 2 doubles just to get it pump here. 2 jump jets, and you have plenty of tonnage to do stuff. So you could do something that's scary. That's 36 times 3. Second missile box is above. Right there. Quite high. So there's that. All right, guys, let's go do this giveaway for the collector's pack. I'd like to say again, welcome to everyone out there. Hopefully you're having a great day. This is the Rifleman IIC coming out tomorrow on the May 21st patch. Of course, patch notes are up. Make sure to check that out. But yeah, just want to say again, welcome to everyone out there. Yes, you actually could do NARC plus ATM as well. You could do that. Again, Rifleman in chat. You only had to enter it once, and I'll give it about 30 seconds. Like to say again, cheers to everyone out there. Quick shout out to streamer Bayou Deputy. Thank you for again the coffee. This is the Saints blend from Community Coffee that he sent me. So cheers, sir. Thank you again. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Good luck to everyone out there. Pick a winner. All right, oh, Spectre 6. Congratulations, sir. Rigged. Holy shit. I agree. That's not how you spell. That's not how you spell Sean Lang. All right, Spectre, I'm whispering you. Just give me that information, and we will make sure you get this mech. So, it's your birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Totally rigged. That is crazy. Happy birthday, sir. I know, right? I'm the 22nd, you're the 20th. Happy birthday. Nice little birthday present. Wow. All right, let me go ahead and pass this information on. All right, Spectre, I've passed that on to Darren. And again, by the way, Darren won't be back until Friday, so these will be a little bit delayed on injection, but you will get them, okay? So just a heads up, I did forget to mention that. He's on vacation until Friday, so. That slacker, having fun, being a good dad and husband. Ugh, jeez. What does he think he is, like a wizard or something? All right, I know, total slacker. We got stuff to do, and he's over there just, you know, doing cool shit. All right, so let's go ahead and get this next one up. This is gonna be the ultimate pack. We're gonna do 2C. Oh no, hold on, what are we gonna do? Superior tech. Clans rule. Oh yeah, clans rule. That's what we're doing. All right, opening that giveaway. All you Inner Sphere clan haters are gonna have to suck it up if you want a chance to win an ultimate pack. Yeah, that's right. I'm a cruel, cruel man. I said it, but I had my fingers crossed, Phil. It wasn't really true. All right, there we go. All right, this is for an ultimate Rifleman pack. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next variant, and that is the Rifleman IICA. It says 2 ballistic, 4 energy. It has a ballistic cooldown of 10%. Clan UAC 5 cooldown as well. Now, this has 4 energy and 2 ballistic. This is actually something that, like, I don't think you're gonna use UACs. It has a larger engine, which is nice, by the way. I have a feeling you're gonna go more with like UAC 10s, UAC 20. I feel like UAC 10s here. 4 heavy mediums. I don't know. Call me crazy. I mean, that's one hell of a punch right there. You can do a 315. I don't think you'll. Oh well, actually, you could literally do that. That's a thing you could do. Mother of God. Probably not a 315. I'd probably do a 300. One doubles. No jump jets, by the way. So who needs them? 60 alpha. Half a ton. We can probably. Okay, we're gonna need that. I'm not adjusting the rear armor. I'm just adjusting this just for that. Yeah, you could do UAC medium pulse. If you do medium pulse though, you're gonna have to drop the engine just a bit, which isn't a problem, I don't think. Guard to get that tonnage. I have to get it from some. I think 4 tons is plenty. And of course, you're gonna drop a little bit more. There's that. All right, Chrysalis, if you win and you're not here, don't worry, we'll get you. All right, don't forget, guys. You can go all the way up to a 315. So, I don't know, man. I think heavies wouldn't be bad on here. I mean, you're talking about a 40 alpha with that. I don't know. That right there that's nice. Yeah, and one thing we don't have is we don't have any armor or structure quirks, just like the Ebon, just like the Hellbringer. Obviously, the difference would be the linebacker, a little bit different role there. So I don't know about the survivability on this. Yes, you could do Gauss on this. You could do dual Gauss.
Heat level critical.
Oh, it's a
Target
spicy
destroyed.
meatball. You could do, yeah, you could definitely do dual Gauss rifle. It's in the arms, which is really nice as well. And again, we don't have any skills applied to this, so just keep that in mind when we're testing all these. I mean, dual Gauss, you don't get any bonuses. Well, actually, hold on, I take that back. You get a ballistic cooldown at 10%, which is nice. ERs, I mean, it'd be very similar, or medium pulse. Probably just do ERs. You could do this. Now, the question is this better on this mech, or is it better like on other 65 tonners? The Ebon can do this, but the difference being is the Ebon doesn't have 10% cooldown. So as far as straight value, this is, as far as like Gauss rifle, and I mean, this does have a bonus to it. I mean, 4.5 seconds based on cooldown without any skills applied. You can still do a 315 minute, but you can probably 300. I think 300 followed here. 300. You half ton of ammo. So there's that right there. And again, I get the arms stick out, and that is obviously an aesthetic as well. This looks very, very close to the original like concept art. The arms are super long like this. The torso is narrow. I mean, if you like mechs that just sort of have that that aesthetic, then you're probably right up. This one doesn't have jump jets though, so yeah. But I don't think this would be crazy either. Gauss rifles, I mean, each his own. I can't say, I can tell you what I think mechs are ugly, but then someone's like, don't you trash talk, my Corsair is beautiful, all right? And then I'm like, yeah, for an orc maybe, like, and they're like, wah, you know, and they get all like upset, you know. I'm like, well, see, point taken. Oh, I put a small laser on here. Oh, look at that. That's where that half ton came from. And again, you do have sensor range.
destroyed.
Some people even like the cicada. I know, man. People, those tastes, they're weird. People are weird. Yeah. What's that small laser you got there, Phil? Are you just happy to see me? So yeah, you have some options here. I don't think it would be even crazy to say instead of the larger engine, you go smaller and you maybe go to heavy large lasers. And I mean, go big or go home. But that's the 2CA. Nothing crazy there. Sort of in the middle. All right. And let's go check out the hero and last of the riflemen. And this is the, I'm probably going to butcher this name. The, is it Chironix or Chironix? Chironex. It looks like a jellyfish. I don't know. Let me see here. Let me see if this is actually like a canon build. Let me actually just see here. It may not be. I don't know. Let me see if this is, there's like a hero that was named after. Oh, it is. No shit. I don't know if this was made for MWO. Okay, it was. Okay, so this is. So the A and this are variants made for MWO. Okay, so there's that. All right, so this one's a little bit different. 3 energy, 2 missile, 2 ballistic. You know, this is one of those tough ones because you do have to utilize all of the hard points. You do have UAC cooldown of 5%, which is nice. I just don't know if you'd want to do all 3 things at once. I think if you were going to do this with that just 5% UAC cooldown, tempted to do this. And just say, you know, something like this. A 5% cooldown here. You do have a smaller engine. Do that. 5 tons of ammo. Something like this. I mean, 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, it has a cooldown. So, I mean, you're talking about 15% cooldown. You know, on UAC 20. Now, you could technically do LB20s. You could do that. But then you're negating the 5% cooldown, which, to be fair, may not be a bad thing, especially for heat. I do like LB20s. From here, you can run out of tonnage. Yep, we're 1 ton under. So, yeah, I think 20s would have to. I think you'd have to do 20s in that regard then. Probably be spicy. Gonna be spicy meatball. But test it out. Oh no, that's the maxed out engine. Maxed out engine. All right, guys, we are going to be doing the. Yeah, you could do dual gas, ER large. That is true. That's something as well. And I mean, you're getting a 10% cooldown. Again, competing with that last variant as well. Just 1 less energy.
Target acquired.
I think these will be a little bit better. Yeah. I think these will be a little bit better if you consider At range, because I don't know how squishy these are, you know, up close. I don't know how well they, you know, they shield damage, or, you know, does it, the hitboxes, we just don't know.
Heat level critical.
Yeah, so I'm gonna assume squishy. I mean, the Eben and Hellbringer, all of them are squishy too at base. So yeah, I think keeping mid-range to long range wouldn't be a bad idea. And of course, this does get the 10%. It does have jump jets. You're missing 1 energy, but you're getting the jump capability and also torso mounts. Those are actually quite high. So now the question is, are you encroaching upon something else, which is then you're competing right now with a 70-tonner with ECM capabilities. So that's something to consider there. Like, yes, you get this, you get this. So, because when you get up in the 65-ton range, you know, again, you're competing against the night gear. So there's that. So lots of options. It's definitely a little bit different than anything we have aesthetically. I think it's one of those in the eyes of the beholder. I think some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna hate it. Yeah, when you compare this versus this is significantly bigger. So even if you were to do the dual large, dual Gauss, this can do ECM now as well. So that's something to consider. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this giveaway, guys. Again, welcome to everyone out there. One more chance. Again, clans rule. Let's check out the cockpit items before we get going here. May have to find them. Again, usually, let's see if, I'm not sure. Okay, so here's the Rifleman 2C. Okay, so that's what it is. Rifleman 2C walk. We've got the hat as well. To Billy from your pal. I don't know what that says. It says to Billy from your pal, Chad, Charles, something. That might be a reference. I'm not sure. All right. Let's go check out hanging items. Chuck, is that what it is? A reference to something? Am I out of the loop? You're always out of the loop, Phil. It's Darren's hat. Right. Let's see here. There's an elemental keychain. What? I wonder if that's this. I don't really know. I'm not sure of what this is, but we can find the war horn here. Pipe organ? Hold on. Ah, Billy the Kid. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. All right, let's start from the start. Normally, they're on vacation, guys. So normally I get told this information, what it is per se. All right, so it's not that. Chuck Connor is the rifleman. All right, it's not Charger. It's not that. Chloe's Cavaliers. That one is cool looking. All right. I think it might be that pipe organ. I think it is potentially that. Yeah, that organ's new. Again, apologies, guys. Usually I know this information ahead of time, but they are on a holiday today. Oh my god. I wonder if it's this. Was it? Okay. Okay, good. I haven't seen it. Those are giveaways? Okay. Oh, is it the, hold on, 2018 war. Yeah, I think it's the pipe, guys. That's the only new war horn that I can see. Unless I wasn't given the war horn, which is quite possible. Yeah, I wish there was a filter too. Like, sort of like the decals where it shows like brand new. Or you sort of like paint like, yeah. But that being said, this is the only new one. And I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't think so. I'd like to know the reference here. No, you can't. It's it's decal, not decal. Gosh. So, go check out the paint really quick for you guys. Base camo colors. Let's go ahead and do noxious colors so you guys can see. Yep, that's where they are. Yeah, I'm wondering, Shaman, I don't know. Yeah, it's a holiday in Canada today. That's where all the colors are. I know that it's obnoxious. I'm just showing where they are. .360 torso twist on the Rifleman. You know, that would be interesting. It would make it different. Be like a giant Irby. Yeah, nothing crazy here. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. And I'd like to say thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully you've had a great day so far. I'm definitely curious to know, again, the Rifleman IIC, will people keep the large pulse, or will they do like 3 large pulse with, you know, 4 medium or 3 medium or 4 medium? Especially with the skills, right? Yes, Spectre does.
Target acquired.
Are you just gonna go all alpha, Andros? Yeah.
Heat level critical.
Go big or go home, Phil.
Target
I think I am a
destroyed.
quitter. Yes, you can do 4 large pulse here with no ghost heat. Is terrifying, but also I don't think it'll be abused on this. Yeah, I think with heat in operations it'd be pretty reasonable. That was what I came to the conclusion as well. Yeah. So, all right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Like I say again, welcome everyone. Thank you again for tuning in. Some shout outs before we do this giveaway. Angus, thank you for the follow. Yachts with that 12-month resub. Haven Kendrick, 26 months. Hello, Lance Commander. How are you doing? Yes, we will be live tomorrow. And yes, we can drop together tomorrow. I am down. We make a pact. Me, Haven. Group drops tomorrow. Streams. Make it happen. Sleepy Boy, thank you for the 14-month resub. Let's see, we have Sergeant Hard Rock, 17 months. Iceni Raider, 17 months. Cletus, the Fighting Fetus, 7 months. Epic Warlord, thank you for the raid. And P-Dills with that 28-month resub. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Much appreciated. And just want to say thank you again. Let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Hold on, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, no, I'm not down. Stream is still up and stream is fine. Oh, Epic, thank you for the birthday bits, sir. Yes. Yeah, I think it's Twitch. It's not on our end. I can still see my stream live. My birthday is in 2 days. We are gonna have some fun. If you'd like to be here, we're going to be doing community drops. Yes, community drops. We're going to do community group drops and community sync drops, have some fun, stuff like that. But this is the entry. So that is on May 22nd. We will be having some fun. So yeah, sort of a week full of shenanigans. So thank you, Ferric, for the birthday bits as well. And just want to say thank you again. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the preview stream. This mech, nothing crazy coming out of it, but it does offer some things that the 65 tonners currently don't have. In particular, the multiple ballistic, or 6 ballistic options. We don't have any mechs, 65 ton mechs. We do have 70 ton mechs that have that, but not 65 ton. And of course a 2C battle mech as well. So we're gonna just have to see the performance and how it comes out. It's got some fun quirks, nothing out of the ordinary. I don't know, you know, if it'll be squishy. I just don't know. We're just gonna have to find out how it feels. So there's that. But let's go do this giveaway. Congrats to the 2 previous winners. Let's roll this. All right, who's it gonna be? Oh my God. How is this possible? He literally said he was gonna step away. He had to go to work. Chatbot. Streamlabs. What the shit? I'm not making these up too. This is like, how many entries do we have here? Over 100? He did have to go to work because he got a new job like 2 weeks ago and he's been busting his ass. And you know what? I'm all right with this. So we had a birthday boy one and that. All right, we're gonna make sure he gets his prize. So 1 second, we're gonna do 2 giveaways. Hold on, 1 second. We're gonna re-roll as well, but we're gonna get this. We're gonna do 2. One second. Need to get hit. All right, so I will get. All right, let's go ahead and roll again here. Again, congratulations to Chrysalis. Also, Taylor, thank you for that 14-month resub, sir. All right, here we go. Picking a winner. Bullet Magnet, are you there? Bullet Magnet, are you there? Bullet Magnet. You have 30 seconds to reply. Oh, he's there. All right, cool. All right, Bullet, I'm going to whisper you. All right, Bullet, I've whispered you. If you could just get me a reply back. This is for the Rifleman IIC Ultimate Pack. If you don't want it, just make sure to tell me and I can re-roll again. So there's that. Bullet, if you're on mobile or if you don't know how whispers work or you can't see it right now, that's fine as well. All good. Alright, I'm just trying to get him to check his whispers. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Alright, guys, we are going to go do a massive raid right now. I just want to say thank you again for coming out here. I need to get this up on YouTube and get this ready for the preview. Get this live. Just want to say thank you again for coming out here. If you guys would like to join me tomorrow for patch day, it looks like I'm linking up with Haven. Go and head over to his chat here. Right. Go ahead and get ready to raid Haven. Let's do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for the Rifleman IIC preview coming out tomorrow. Lots of stuff on the patch notes, so make sure to read up. In particular, I think a lot of people, if we look over, there's a new trial mech update, faction play update, tuning, value changes, jump jets, class 1, class 2, missiles, MRM velocity increase, rocket launcher sizes, velocity increase, mech changes, Raven 4X, Crab, Hunchback, 4J, Trebuchet, the Luke de Gear. There's a bunch of changes, so make sure to go read up so you're educated. Information is ammunition. Don't be that guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Let's go raid Haven at said point in time. Join me. Head over directly to his channel if you'd like. Of course, here is, or we can raid together. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Until next time, Mech Warriors, peace.